I'm Chase, and here with me is Andrew, as always. And if you're first time to the show, we're the biggest fans in the world of sports, media, video games, and everything else in this thing we call life.
I'm a huge fan.
I'm a fan of big stuff.
Becoming a bigger fan of more podcasts and
dude.
It
was National Podcast Day yesterday or some shit, right?
Yeah,
dude. It was cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was fun seeing like people, like podcasts, just like us, like posting like that hashtag, not knowing who they were, and just kind of learning about it.
It's like, I think the majority of people from like our area, they really don't know what hashtags do.
No,
they just hashtag it.
Yeah.
But the whole thing of National Podcast Day, you click that, you can tap the hashtag and you see what everyone else is, and that's how
it's a follow the links.
Yeah, exactly. And on Twitter, that's what I was doing. I was just like, follow and shooting them and stuff, and we had like a bunch of new follows on Twitter and everything. And just from that. So most people just hashtag. I'm a really good mother, and I have 2 sons, and today's soccer day, and blah blah. It's like that is
hashtag
letters.
mom life or something, and then it does nothing on Facebook. Yeah. Like literally, you click it and nothing happens. So.
Yeah, so it's just funny, but people do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got it.
I know my first hashtag. I forget what it was.
Like a real one or like on Facebook?
I think I did on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I think
that works on Instagram.
Yeah,
so that's fine. Yeah.
But I remember that was the first time I did a hashtag. And I don't remember what I said. It was the first time I got a smartphone, which was like 2 years ago.
Hashtag smartphone.
It probably was, actually. I don't know. That was pretty funny. So we are gathered here today. Good old, the chapel, we're going to call this, because
Palace.
There's room tone in here.
It's high ceilings.
Yeah, it's high ceilings. But we thought we'd record one early before Monday, which is our usual day, because I'll be out of town. And wanted to get one before, I'm out of town and everything.
Try to keep it regular.
Yeah, so I'll put this one up probably tomorrow, actually. Put it up, maybe. We'll probably have the time, too. So, but so I want to tell a story. So, yesterday, I was going down to my orientation for my new job, right? And, I was make sure, when I go to school, I always try to make sure I peed enough, because I hate, like, when I'm there, I'm like, oh, fuck. I've had times where I've just had to pull over a block from my school and piss into a cup, because I was not going to make it.
I got a strong bladder.
Oh, I don't, dude.
I can hold it for days.
Not me. I have a bladder for, like, old person or a little kid. Like, it's weak. And so, I'm good. So I was a little tired because the lady's been going to work early because like they're closing or some shit right now, you know. So I was a little tired, so I stopped by the Starbucks, and my drink I've been getting, it's a Americano on ice, which is like 4 shots of espresso, and
it's a little intense.
Yeah, but if I can get you going,
I bet it does.
So I don't think I shat that day, right? So I get on the road.
What time was it?
I left around 2:30
in the afternoon.
Yeah, and I usually. Which I did. I have one or two cups of coffee.
Either one's fine. Get it in your body.
In the morning, and usually then I'm like, oh, if caffeine like flushes out my poop, like I'm ready to rock.
For a lot of people.
Yeah. Like I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes, coffee, and I couldn't even finish a cigarette. I'm like, oh, here it comes, So, anyways, I get on the freeway and everything. I was like, ooh, I'm like. It's kicking in here, I'm feeling the caffeine, and then I'm heading down going down the mountain, and then I'm feeling the urge. I'm like, oh shit, I need to pee and poop.
Literally.
Yeah. And then, so I was like, well, if I hate pooping in public restrooms.
Oh, it's the worst. That's disgusting.
I won't do it. Like if I'm at school, I go to the 3rd building where it's a single bathroom. Like you can lock it.
The executive.
I'll do it there, but I don't like it because there's high toilets. You know what I mean?
Like high toilet?
I'm short.
Oh, yeah.
I'm short. I like. Have you ever set shit on a low thing?
Not really.
It flows out of you.
Well, because you're positioned better.
And it just comes out.
That's way healthier for you, right?
Sitting,
squatting.
Yeah, squatting.
They have like those new things that you
Japaneses do it, right?
Yeah, well, they have. I forget who made it, but some white lady like made a thing where it slides underneath or over your regular toilet.
Yeah.
So your legs are elevated, and you prop your legs up there, and like you're literally like in a squatting position.
Can you imagine, like, just open the door, like, you know, because you're married and everything, like, because, like, I was going to say on a podcast, but, like, you know, when you live with your lady, you're more comfortable, like, you might be seeing them pee or whatever. Don't do that. But just walking in, like, brushing your teeth, whatever, but it's just, maybe not. You walk in, just, like, legs are stirred, but it's just like, you mind?
Yeah, he's not doing like a tarantula pose. Yeah. No, but it's pretty cool because it's like when you're not using it, you just slide it underneath the
transformer.
Like it kind of just wraps around the base of the toilet. So
that's pretty cool. So it's out of the way. Okay,
but,
so
yeah, it's healthy.
Okay, so I stop in this one spot where there's like gas stations and everything. I was like, all right, you know, I'll take a piss real quick. You know, I can usually force myself to pee in public restrooms.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
For me, it is though.
I
just can't.
You're afraid of people looking at you?
No, not like that. It's just that awkwardness where someone's next to you or whatever.
Just staring at you like this? Like just staring at it?
It's just like that silence. You know what I mean? Even though when you're in the bathroom it's quiet, but it's just that awkwardness, and I usually have to like close my eyes and just like pee. You know, and just like, and then like let it flow, you know?
You don't just stare at the white wall.
I can't, because then like I feel like they're almost like, he's just sitting there. You know what I mean? Like that one movie, Waiting, where he's like, why don't you pee already?
Yeah,
you know? So, I take a piss, no big deal. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you know? And that urge to poop was out of me because I was like, in my mind, I was like, if I get rid of one urge, which is going to be the pee one.
You can concentrate on suppressing the other.
Suppressing, which I could do because I was going to orientation, you know? I don't want to be, you know.
Want that. You don't want that.
That urge. So,
that combo.
I'm like, cool. So I get back on the freeway and everything, and I was just like, nope. And it's like, it's ready. You know what I mean? It's not one of those like, oh, it's going to be a log. It's going to be explosive.
It's going to be a spray.
It's going to be damage, you know, because it's 4 shots of espresso. I think I had like this, had plums in the morning, and then I also had like this chicken salad and everything before I left.
It's like a recipe of shit.
Yeah, it's like you ready to go, Holmes. And so I get down on the 15 where that Sierra is, right?
Yeah.
And where all those gas stations. So I was like, okay, I know that area. I was like, I don't like the show, because that's scummy usually. I don't like the AM PM. I don't want to go in a Jack in the Box and be like, I'm just going to blow your shit up.
That's right. Homeless people go.
Exactly. So I went to the Chevron where the McDonald's is too. And I haven't been there in a while, but I thought it was a single bathroom, which I was wrong. So I go in there, and it's not something like I'm going to sit in. Like, it's going, right? So I'm in mid.
You going to do the hover? Like where you hover over the toilet?
Well, first thing, I never understood why people carve bullshit into the seat.
They gotta leave their mark, you know?
But like,
you gotta let people know where you've been.
It's just like so disgusting, because not only was there carved stuff on it, I don't like using those butt papers.
Oh yeah, the tissue
those
paper.
Are disgusting too.
They just stick to your sweaty ass.
What I do, this is probably way unsanitary, but there's also like, look like there's blood on the seat.
There's always blood, piss, and semen on the seats.
So what I do is I spit and I scrub on the seat.
Oh, to get the blood off.
To get the blood off you. No, yeah, what we think I was talking about. Like,
I don't know.
Just got disgusted.
I just visualized. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so I spit on the seat and I wipe it off as much as I could. So at least I'm sitting on my own spit.
You never like that, or like dabbing a piece of tissue in the water and then like.
Oh, I'm not gonna put my hand in that shit. Oh,
no. Like dabbing like a tissue, like you know that you dry your hands with.
Yeah, well, in what water though?
In the restroom.
In the toilet?
No,
I was already in the stall.
I thought this was like a personal like.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh,
it was a communal. I thought it was. That's why I went to this one. So, and it's also like with them carving. I just imagine there's just bacteria in those carving. In that.
Oh, that gets in the groove.
It's just disgusting. Yeah, but I can't think about this. I need to go.
Yeah.
So I'm in full forge. Hot. You know, guy comes in. He goes to the stall next to me. I'm like, okay, you know, there's a big wall, so I can't see him or anything like that, but you can presence.
And check out his kicks.
Yeah, exactly. And so he's taking a piss, a long piss, mind you, and then his phone rings. And I'm just like, and then like, when I'm taking a shit, I wait until everyone's out of the bathroom, because I don't want them to like be taking a piss or washing their hands, like, oh, you're pooping?
And he's like
you know what I mean? Because I'm just doing damage.
Just rocking it out.
So he picks up his phone and starts talking the phone. I'm like,
naturally.
Are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck, dude? Leave. And it's just stupid weird. So I start flushing the toilet so he would leave, you know, because, you know, those power bathrooms start
it's suction like a vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks your ass out and everything. So he finally left.
Hashtag suck your ass out.
Hashtag suck your ass out. So, but it was one of those poops where it was just like the moment I was done, it was just like, oh shit!
Like you saved yourself.
Yeah, like now I can concentrate on everything, you know. But it was just public bathrooms. I already get anxiety. like from it. I just don't like it. And then public shits.
That's
because I'm always worried like I need to wipe enough, and I'm also embarrassed because I'm not sure. I'll come out and say something to you.
Say it.
When I poop, I stand up and wipe.
And
that's weird to some people.
Really?
I don't know. It's weird. I stand up.
Like straight up.
No, yeah. I mean, I get off my butt and I'm just wiping. You know.
Yeah, I lean forward.
Yeah, but thing is, I mean, some people think that's weird, and then when you are in a public bathroom, they know you're standing up to wipe.
Sure.
And I don't want people to judge me. You know, like,
that's sicko's wiping his ass? What a weirdo.
The dude stands and wipes?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
well, it's funny you said because I actually wrote that down as like I don't know if it's
topic?
a topic, but like just something to discuss. Where I was at work the other day and just washing my hands and actually no, I went pee first. Yeah. And the guy was in the stall and I was in the urinal next to him, and I hear him on the phone, which is I'm kind of used to that by now. Like people are just weird and they do. I can't do that. Yeah. I feel weird. No. But this guy was on the phone and he's not just talking like somebody would. You know, they just talk. No. He was yelling. He's like, "Do you not know what I'm talking about?" Just screaming. And there's.
So are you at a urinal? He's next to you.
Yeah, he's next to me. Inside.
Like, what would you do if you're just like that slow turn to him? Like, what the fuck, dude?
No, no, he can see me.
Oh, he can see.
He's in the stall.
Oh, he's in the stall. Okay, I thought you were in a urinal.
No, I was at the urinal next to him. Yeah. He was in the stall. And so he's just yelling at this guy. He's like, "Do you not know?"
Did your pee just get like blocked out? Like, were you done peeing? Like,
no, I could finish. I don't know.
You have no.
I have no turbulence issues.
So you're just free spirit.
Free spirit.
Well, good for you.
But the weird thing is he was going on for a good couple minutes because I was just like, I want to know what he's gonna say, and then like towards the end, I was washing my hands and I'm about to walk out and I hear a. And then he opens like a Pepsi or something
in the shitter.
Yeah, in the shitter.
Like so, I'm gonna be here a while.
People are just too comfortable.
That's so gross too, dude. Like I don't know, like I just get weirded out in public bathrooms and opening anything that I'm gonna drink out of. I just imagine just particles are in there.
Literally shit particles.
Yeah, exactly.
And around his mouth now.
So I mean, I've had some pretty horrible experiences in public bathrooms where I remember like when I was younger. I was at some like I don't know, whatever. But I went into the bathroom and there were 3 mentally challenged people. The urinals were butters pants all the way down. Man, I'm like awesome. 7 years old or some shit, you know. So
like, I like what you're doing right there.
Exactly.
It looks very freedom.
It looks really freedom. But you know, that was weird and just you know people, especially when people try to talk to me in the bathroom, like wait.
Yeah.
And then you can talk to me when I'm out of here. Like no, because like I said, like I just when I sit in the stall and if someone comes next to me or whatever, which I'm fine. Like I don't mind. Like you know, you've been to stadiums and shit where you just piss. You have to pee. You know, like there's dicks all around you.
A line of dicks.
But it's not that. It's just like I have just a thing where I just have to like close my eyes and just kind of like just go, let it go,
really?
And then just finally it'll come. It's not like I have anxiety about like people looking at my dick and out like that. It's just public peeing.
Yeah,
I can't do. So
I don't know. I don't like say if I had to go to the restroom in a public restroom, I don't like it when someone's in the stall next to me. Yeah. I usually wait till they're done.
Yeah.
And then I just let it rip.
Do it. Yeah. See, that's funny story. Like,
I have to. Well, I prefer to use the handicap stall. I need my room. I don't like being confined.
When I did damage yesterday, handicap stall.
Yeah,
the options too.
I call it the executive.
Yeah, the executive suite.
Yeah, the suite. Yeah,
the presidential. Yeah. It's roomy and everything because I feel with the little ones, you just have like that. Oh, let me turn around because we're both pretty broad people. Not saying we're huge, but we're like
it's running into the wall.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Yeah.
You know, like
that'll happen.
No, exactly. So it was just one of those things where that it was so many wrongs, but then the ending is just so gratifying and
a relief.
Oh shit! Because like you don't like it's when you that feeling is just like oh I guess I really know how bad that was because it was just like
there's very few like pleasures in life that top having to go when you really have to go. Like there's to me anyway.
Yeah, because I hate pooping. Like I just don't like it.
You don't like it?
I just don't like it.
I love it.
See, because to me it's
like such a relief. That's what I'm saying.
I have bad luck with pinching. and then it'll break, and then you're just fucking wiping for days, or I'll just jump in the shower. That's my thing.
You go from browning to shower.
Yeah.
Straight to shower, no wipes?
Oh no, like I'll wipe, but if it's to the point where like I'm tired of wiping,
yeah.
I just jump in the shower and clean off. Like I don't. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this episode. Like that's why there's shit.
There's shit everywhere.
You know what I mean? But
like, I thought I cleaned that yesterday.
I always get blurred with the mics. Like, huh? But no, we're good. We're good.
It's right here. The mic's right there.
Yeah, but so yeah, that was just my thing. And then I wanted to kind of go over because we're both fans, big fans.
I'm pretty big
of the X-Files.
Yes.
And they're coming back with it. Mm-hmm. I saw the trailer yesterday, and you haven't seen it yet.
Well, I didn't see the whole trailer they released.
You got the gist?
Yesterday. Yeah, well, no, because they released a while ago, like a few months
teaser?
ago. Yeah, a little bit of a
this was like a full-blown
It was like
trailer.
a 10-second trailer, and that alone got me excited. I kind of don't want to see the new trailer.
It doesn't give away anything. No. It's very vague, which is cool.
Yeah, okay.
And another thing I liked about it was, before we kind of break it down, was it has Joel McHale in it. Yeah. And I like him because he's from Community. He also done like The Soup. I like him. I like his...
is he like a cop? What is he?
He might be an agent, but look, I think he's...
a Kappa?
It sounds like, from what... this is speculating here. It sounds like he is a believer, and he's like...
Is he a believer?
You know, he's a believer, and it sounds like he's confronting Mulder and be like, hey, like, fucking need your help, kind of thing. Like, it's so vague, but it's like you see Mulder, you see Scully, you see
you see their boss,
the Skinner.
Yeah.
You see Skinner. I was trying to think of his title, and then you hear the voice and the cigarette. And it's just like, oh shit, you know, it's just. Automatically, because I was in the parking lot across the street from the arena, and I was just like totally smiles. I was this is fucking so cool because it's just. I think they're gonna do such a good job on it. You know, like
I mean, they could have just highlighted the right moments, and then the real show is you know.
And it's like I said, they just kind of showed stuff like, hey,
they can go
hey, you know,
really that's the problem.
But
I'm sure they're gonna put money in that.
Yeah, it looks really.
Because this is a cool thing with Netflix.
Fox too.
Well, this is a cool thing with Netflix, though, because with them being on Netflix, all their seasons, they know the metrics of who's watching, how many people are interested. That's why they got, like, okay, let's do this, because, like, they know
people are watching.
They have the support.
That's because that Nielsen ratings is bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. And it's just like...
Yeah. It doesn't even calculate DVRs anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't. So, that's why Community was always in the shitter, because they weren't realizing... 15 to 30-year-olds were DVRing it when it was a Friday night.
Yeah.
Because they always got shifted on their showtime.
Yeah.
So it was just like, no one's watching the show, cancel. And it's like, yeah, because people are out or...
The same thing happened with G4, the whole network of G4 TV.
Oh, yeah, that's still a thing?
No, they got bought out. They got bought out.
Cool now because like gaming.
Now they're called Esquire, or they got bought out by Esquire.
I see it. And is that the one where they curse on TV?
No, I don't think so.
There's a channel, the new channel, because I remember they were playing Clerks on it. To like, hey, this is a new channel, and it's cable.
Yeah.
And fuck, bitch, fuck. They can curse. And I was like, fuck yeah. We're getting past the whole, you know.
You don't remember what network it was?
It sounded like that type of thing, like Esquire or Profit. It had like a name that wasn't like NBC. It was like a word, like, you know, like an actual like name or some shit. Yeah, it wasn't just like, you know, NBC, ABC, or some shit like that. But
I'll have to check
I just found out. I mean, maybe I always knew this, but ESPN is owned by Disney.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they own everything.
I know they're another kind of huge conglomerate, but I just didn't know ESPN was one of their things. I was just like,
I don't know when they bought them, but yeah, they definitely own them. I remember I was kind of bummed out because they took a few of their because they used to have like kind of like not a restaurant but like a shop.
Hard Rock.
No, well, yeah, that too. But they had like a ESPN like lounge on like one of these boardwalks.
Oh, really?
And they took it out. I don't know why they did that, but
probably money.
It was really cool. Like you can go in there, you can like you get drinks and like they had like clothes and sportswear and like
that's pretty cool.
TVs everywhere.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Anyways, X-Files.
Yes.
It brought me back because I'm rewatching the last season again, just to kind of like.
That's where we're at. We're still
just to kind of get me like I'm at the point right now where spoiler alert if you haven't never seen X-Files.
Wait, you can tell us something about the ending?
Well, I'm at the very ending.
Okay, because I'm on the last season.
Where are you at?
Like the 4th episode in of the last season.
I'm blocked. Okay, never mind. I won't say anything about that. I'm about to drop some shit.
Whoa.
But anyways, so not to say that. Okay, but I'm just like, this is actually one of my favorite shows. Yeah. I don't know if it ever made our list, but I didn't grow up with X-Files. You know,
I did actually.
Like, I just didn't watch it, I guess. But they're like, you know, like Seinfeld and everything. You know, going back to, I mean, you know, the past 5 years when I've watched it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I know we talked about this, but the Mulder Scully dynamic and chemistry. I don't think there's ever anything like that.
Except for
TV.
Seinfeld. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, like just the two.
No, I know.
Oh, you're just joking. So it's so fucking cool, you know.
Yeah, and great.
So what's some of your favorite memories or like? I'm really bad at episodes because there's so many, and there's some that don't even like just do random shit. But what are some of your favorite episodes or memories or points that are from X-Files?
I just remember. Okay, so my deal with X-Files growing up, I have a aunt who's a big Trekkie.
Yeah.
So she loves Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
So in lieu of that, she also loves X-Files and all that. So she kind of like helped me jump into that. So like I started watching them, but like you said, like there's so many episodes.
Yeah.
After I missed like a handful, then a season, and then I was like, I'm too far behind, you know.
There's even like, I mean, how they do, if you guys never seen X-Files, by the way, video.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
You know, one of every 8 episodes would be something that's going to the major plot, being like government conspiracy.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's
like individual story.
A dude that's half pig, and it's just like, you know, cool little random stories.
So okay, I'll tell you, that's one of my favorites. Was well, not the pig one, but I forget what the title of the episode was. But pretty much the guy could become. There's actually 2. I think of it. There's 2 where the guy can become invisible.
Yeah, I didn't remember that one.
But the one that I'm thinking of is where they literally run through the woods. And it just totally ripped off Predator, like the way,
like how visually and everything. I remember that one. Yeah,
it was so cool. Like, this is so badass. Like, this is like Predator crap. Like, I want more of this.
Mulder and Scully.
And like it gave me like a campy like a feeling like where like he's excited,
just fun, good old fun shit. Yeah, that's what.
So I don't know.
Like. One thing I always liked about it was every time it was like, I'm a sucker for this when it's well done, but the Mulder Scully factor, the love factor.
Yeah.
But it was so well done and like tasteful. I think I said this a second time now. It was like, it was never like The Office where like, are they going to, are they not, or they are not. It was like,
it seemed kind of realistic.
Very realistic. It's like, oh shit, like they're one of the times like they were drinking and then like Mulder's like, hey Scully, and then like they don't kiss, and it's just like, oh shit, and
that would happen. Like,
exactly, and then like another time like they do kiss, and it's just like, but like I think what led up to like what made it so good was like their chemistry.
Yeah,
it was fucking perfect. So you actually believed it. You know what I mean? So every time they did that kind of shit was fucking cool. And then,
so that falls into one of your favorite episodes.
Just like every episodes, every time they just did that whole like, are they or are they not?
Where they focused on that.
And then I always liked it just because, you know, you can go 8 episodes and it'd be like the Bat Kid or, you know,
like a mole guy.
The mole guy. Or then all of a sudden they hit you with like, oh, by the way, this is the main story and it's just like, it's always like, whoa. It's like intense. It's like,
they always did a really good job of like teasing, like, you're about to see an alien or not.
And that was the coolest part. And then, you know,
they got me every time. Like, I gotta see the next one.
It's like, are there not aliens? You know, it's fucking cool. So every time they went back to their main storyline, and it was just like, it felt like a movie, you know what I mean? Because at one point, especially when they do like a part 1, part 2 of it, you're like, oh like shit,
extended version.
Here we go.
This is gonna be a good one.
So I'm excited. Oh, look at my nose. I'm excited to see like just what they do with it. If they go back to the old school, like, you know, witchcraft and Saint.
Actually, I do remember one where they were investigating like vampires, like, and there's like are vampires real? Like, what the hell? Like, what kind of world are they developing here? You know, like.
Well, here's what you just said. That was their cops episode. You remember that one?
No.
It's like, you know, cops, like actual cops.
Yeah.
And then it's actually like a Halloween special too. Okay. And there's like a monster, and like they're kind of in the ghetto, which is even funnier because like there's like black people. You know me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always for it. But then the cops are doing their thing, and all of a sudden they bump into an FBI investigation. It's Mulder and Scully, and then it's just and then Mulder's totally just like eating it up, like he did his thing, and Scully's like, Jesus fuck, can we just go, you know? And you know how she's always a skeptic and everything, but that was
always
really
like more straight edge, like let's stick to what we're doing.
Yeah, but then like. That one was like a campy one, but totally fun and cool because it was like cops.
Well, they knew what they were doing. Like they knew that that they were kind of campy at times, so they knew what they were doing.
And I think we both agree on one of our older episodes. You can go back to it with what has one of the best theme songs, that whistling synthy.
Yeah. I always did kind of wish they. I mean, it was a good one, but I always wish they updated their visuals.
The older ones?
The intro to the visual.
I got
you. Because, I don't know, like, it just kind of never made sense to me. Yeah. Like, I didn't understand why the guy was falling in a hand.
Yeah. Just so weird, dude. But
I just kind of wish they updated it a little bit.
I just didn't like the latter seasons when there's the two people, because the chemistry is weird. The chick who's like 8 feet tall.
Oh yeah,
you know she's so fucking tall.
I just kept waiting. I was like, okay, is this the next episode where Mulder comes back? Or?
Yeah, I know. And I remember like, because that was also a show where I would just turn it on. I'm just up around the house. I would be in the studio like mixing or some shit, and I would kind of like look back, and all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck are these fucks, you know?
Who's this guy?
And they did a good job, especially the guy from Terminator. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I don't know his
Pointy
name.
Ears, I call him. He does a pretty good job, but it was just like, and I was like, wait, it's just Scully? Like, you need Mulder, and Mulder's just away right now.
Dude, she's kind of hot.
The 8-foot lady?
No.
Scully? Oh, hell yeah. She was one of my crushes. I don't know what it is
about her, but she
was one of my crushes, dude. Yeah. Especially when, like,
she's sexy.
She got past the big hair and trench coat thing, when she kind of, like, let's show her off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
There's a few episodes, like, where she's, like, in a tank top. I'm like, Jesus. That really got me going. But
I just spilled water myself. Yeah.
But, yeah, I love that show.
That was a good episode.
Okay, so what do you say to those naysayers who think it should stay in where
in the 90s?
Yeah,
stay in the 90s? Yeah. I don't know. We live in an era where everything's being redone. Everything's getting...
But this isn't really being redone.
It's just getting, what do they call it, rebooted?
Well, no.
No, that's another... Because they're continuing, aren't
continuation.
they? So I'm also... Because I don't remember exactly how it ends.
That's why I don't want you to spoil it.
Exactly. I don't remember again. Like, I've seen it,
Did you watch the movies?
I haven't.
I watched them.
I know. I've seen the one with the guy from Boondock Saints, the Irish guy who's like goes crazy. I've seen it, but I don't remember. I'm probably gonna watch it before they come back. But I always heard the movies were not good.
They weren't that. They weren't.
But then I don't really believe critics, because what they think is bad, sometimes I think is fucking good.
Yeah, amazing.
Exactly. So I'll probably try to, but we were saying the naysayers, like if it should stay, they shouldn't do it. I don't know.
Because there are some, like Seinfeld, my favorite show. Yeah. If they said they were going to re-bring it back, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, because they closed it. Like, they did a finale. That was...
I mean, it was a crappy ending, to my opinion. And they could have done a better
That's
ending.
what's funny about Larry David, like in the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Because in the last season, they're doing... in the show, they're doing a reboot of... Seinfeld, and it's just for Larry David can try to hook up with his ex-wife again by giving her a part. But anyways, like Julia Jarrett, I won't try it, but the I can't think of her name. Your character name?
Ellen? No, not Ellen.
Julia. That's Julia, right? No, that's not her character name, right? Wait, Elaine. She's
Elaine.
Yeah, Elaine. But Julia Dreyfus, whatever. The actress is talking to Larry David, and they're talking about how they had a shitty ending, and Larry's like, "What do you mean?" Like they start just talking fast, and like, he can't stop. He's like, "What do you mean, crappy ending? It was really good." But because I think he wrote it.
Did you really believe it though?
Yeah, I don't know. It's part of the show. You know what I mean?
But, you know what though? I looking back on it now, like that ending and the way they got in trouble, is something they would have done.
No,
like it would. I mean, I just don't think they should have they're in jail now forever, forever,
sometime.
Really?
Forever.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But no, like.
I think certain shows shouldn't come back, and I think certain ones can.
I think X-Files can do it. They have, especially since the showrunner creator is on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since he's running the show, I think it has. And the fact that it's actually Mulder and Scully and not some winos coming back, they brought back everyone. You know what I mean?
Seems like it, yeah.
And that's, I'm gonna give it a shot.
With a show like this, you have to bring back the people that people want to see.
Exactly. So. It's Mulder, Scully, Skinner, the Smoky Man.
The Smoky Man. And
I don't know if the guy with the Russian name. I don't know if he's dead or not.
The bad guy, like the big alien.
You think he's a bad guy? No, it's the guy who's always trying to like kill him, or Mulder hates him. He has like a Russian name, like Shofak or some shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the big.
But I think he's actually Mulder's brother. I think.
Yeah.
But he always thinks he's a bad guy, but he's not the. It's so weird.
I thought you were talking about like that huge dude who you can't kill. Like you shoot him like that green.
No. He's freaking huge. He's fit. Yeah, but the guy you're talking about, no, the guy I'm talking about, he's just regular kind of guy and everything. Yeah. He's a spy, but I'm excited, like, because they're also bringing back fucking Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what I read today?
Yeah.
Sorry to get all nerdy on you, but I think you'll like this.
Yeah.
I read that they're gonna bring back the '90s series X-Men cartoons that we used to watch.
No way.
They're bringing those back.
Cartoon-wise?
Yeah, in the animated features.
That's dope.
Like they're gonna continue those stories. Like I'm so excited for that.
Cool. I would rewatch it again.
No?
No. I said I would.
Oh, you would?
I would. I would rewatch the old stuff just to kind of get like.
I did actually.
Did you?
Yeah, because they were on.
You have them?
No. They were on Netflix probably like 2 years ago.
I know, and they took them out.
I watched all of them, and
dude.
I'd still watch them again. Like they were, because they had like a lot of adult themes.
Yeah, they were fucking dope, dude. It's one of my favorite. That's another one of my favorite intros.
Yeah.
I see fidgety. I'm sorry. I took like a vitamin C thing. Yeah, I went to I got a smoothie thing and I got like a bunch of vitamins and shit. So I'm like,
can I get one of everything you got?
Fucking feeling it.
Take a shot of everything.
But I know I'm feeling. I'm feeling it. But X-Men, that'd be fucking.
Yeah,
dope.
I mean that. Honestly, in my opinion, that's my top.
Your favorite
intro music ever.
Oh yeah, that was.
It got me pumped every
that's
time.
like one I think I watched every day as a kid. Like that was always on. Was that one and the '90s Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that one were my two favorites and everything.
That had a cool intro too.
Yeah, and whatchamacallit, actually, what I've been watching lately when I'm just kind of doing something in the house is the old Batmans, our '90s Batman. Yeah. I've been watching those and it's pretty cool.
Dude,
like,
we grew up in the best time for cartoons. We had Ninja Turtles, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man,
all the good shit. Justice League,
Dragon Ball Z.
Did you ever get into Dragon Ball Z?
I dipped like half my body in that. Like if we're talking about pool terms.
Yeah, dip your toes.
No, half my body.
Oh, half your body. No, I said half my body.
Really awkwardly, half my body.
Yeah.
But,
just in the shallow end. I never did. Not because I was just like, oh, which is anime. I felt like you can either go left or you can go right on that crossroads. I just never.
Because Dragon Ball Z is so weird. It's sort of like you have to pay attention in the beginning.
And then people love it.
Oh yeah, it's still huge.
They made a movie, didn't they? Or movies, maybe?
Like animated?
Well, no, one just came out that was a movie, I think.
I'm sure they did. But
like in theaters or something.
Probably wasn't good.
No, people love it, and like I know my old lady, she fucking loves anime. Like especially the ones like, the story here is really fucking good.
Yeah,
like,
they do have really interesting storylines, but
I believe her, but it's like it's not like fucking anime, you know. Like, I'm not like a racist, but it's just like I said, you either go left or you went right, and I just didn't go down that road, so I know nothing about it.
It's not the easiest because
I know like a lot like. Because I know there's two things. She's like, I don't watch that dubbed over shit. I want to read it, which I'm all for. If you ever see me, I read most of my movies.
You guys are weird.
You know, like I put captions on my movies. So I'm watching it, but there's so many times
you're not watching it. If you have the captions on, you're reading.
No, like I would say the majority of the time I'm watching the movie, but then there's times in it where like the conversations are really quiet and blah blah blah.
So you rewind it.
No, I live in. Right now,
the modern age,
live action, real time, and I'll read it. You know what I mean? So
or just watch it again.
Especially like in
let's watch the movie again.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
When they're just talking all fast sometimes, and I just sometimes you won't hear it, and like you read it, and I'll rewind it. I'm like, oh fuck, you did say that, and just I don't know. And plus now it's so in me.
Yeah.
I can't watch anything without subtitles.
I don't know what it is. Like it's just like reading a regular book. Like you can't. Like I can't. It's hard for me to read a regular book and not get distracted by something random. So if I'm watching something and I see these scrolling words, I'll just keep looking at it.
They're not scrolling. They're
still there.
They're flowing, you know?
They're still there.
But like, so anyway, with anime, she wants subtitles, which I'm all for. And on Netflix, I'm like, anime, how I want to watch? She's like, not tonight. So I think she's going to be, I think she thinks I'm going to be like, what is this shit? You know? It's just...
Don't you hate that? Like when there's something you really like and you want to introduce somebody to it, you're like, oh, not this one, don't watch this one. You're like, making excuses.
But like, is there anything like that you would that is like that? Because I feel like for me, it's like, hey, here's Community, dive in. Like just there's not like the first episode's fucking good. You know what I mean? First Prince of Bel-Air, you can pick a season, enjoy. You know what I mean? So
I think podcasts for sure for me because like you can tell somebody, oh, listen to this one, but like. Some are like it can be intimidating because like you don't know what to expect.
Radio Lab like or some shit, or storytelling ones,
or like comedians are really hit or miss. Because
I kind of stopped listening to like the comedian ones sometimes. Really? Yeah, sometimes it's just like.
Well, what comedians are you listening to?
Like I was listening to Ari Shaffir's ones, and he was pretty good. But then sometimes it's just like like they're just sucking each other's dicks of like.
Really?
They're just like, oh, dude, you're so funny. I'm like, oh, dude, you're so funny. It's
Ari Shaffir doesn't suck anyone's dick.
Come on, dude. Like this.
Ari Shaffir is not.
Well, mostly fucking.
I don't think you're talking about him.
No, I just stopped listening to him. But the one who does it the most is Chris. Where the fuck
Chris
is
Hardwick?
I fucking hate you. I hate Chris
crazy, man.
I fucking do not like this guy.
He's an amazing person.
Because like I like his interviewing tactics. He's fucking really good with like going back to like, oh, let's go back to this point here.
Yeah.
But like when he has a comedian, or especially his buddies like Jonah Ray and all this stuff, they're just fucking. It's just like a big fest.
But that's the way they are.
I don't like it. Get past each other. Like get past it. You have. Like my favorite one was Henry Rollins was on this show.
Yeah.
And they kept on just sucking each other's dicks, and Henry Rollins would just sit there, and like, yeah, okay. And then I remember Chris Hart was like, oh, you can curse on here. He's like, oh, thank you, I appreciate it, but I don't curse.
I don't know if I really like Henry Rollins.
Dude, I fucking dig him, dude. Like
he seems too prudy.
I don't think so.
No?
I think he
I feel like he thinks he's better than everybody.
No, like because
sure.
He seems like it seems like super chill. He really loves his fans and everything. But I think
what does he do?
Well, he was like, the punk rock singer of like Black Flag and all this stuff. Anything. But now he's actually, I would say, this is an entrepreneur now. Like he's just one of those. He's like a Kevin Smith.
He's a professional himself.
Exactly. I think he does live shows, and I like his live shows.
What does he do at his live shows?
They're labeled as comedy.
Yeah.
Because they will there's a factor of laughter.
Make you chuckle.
But he has that like real life stories of like.
Drugs.
Not really drugs. Like I think he was more of a drinker. Like I don't think he really did drugs. Yeah. But like not really that. Like he'll tell a story like, oh, I was in fucking like Congo and this and that, and I was there's fucking mines and bodies, and he'll tell these stories, but then like they'll end up wrapping up to a way like he doesn't have a punchline, but they're just like a story that has laughs throughout it. You know what I mean? And he's super well spoken, which I appreciate. He's well spoken, and then like there's time like I remember one of his DVDs we have. He's just telling a story about he's performing for the Henry Rollins band, and he's about to open up for Iggy Pop, if you know Iggy Pop. Yeah. And he's like, oh, because if you've ever seen Iggy Pop before, he's fucking,
it's crazy.
He's old, but he's always at 11.
Yeah, he's always up there.
Always at 11. And so Henry Rollins like, oh, I'm gonna fucking get him, And so he's telling a story how he's fucking bing boom all over the place, and then like he's like, oh, he gets done, he's like, oh fuck, that's pretty good, and then Iggy Pop goes on. Just outdoes him by 2. And Iggy Pop walks by, he's like, good try. And just keeps walking. So it's like he has like these stories and it's just like, oh, it's fucking, so I think that's what he does.
Funny instances that happen.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, fuck Chris Hardwick.
I love you, Chris Hardwick. If you want to be a part of the show, let me know.
The whole time he's just like, you don't like me. I'm like,
you're just staring at him. I don't like you. Just disapproval.
I don't like you. I don't know. I just don't like him. Like, every time he has a comic on, he's like, yeah, when we were comics, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude.
He's still a comic.
Stop living in the past.
He's still a comic.
I don't think it's funny.
He just did a special like a couple months ago.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was okay.
It was okay. Because he's okay.
Well, no. I'm really jaded when it comes to comedy. Like, I think a lot of people laugh at a lot of stuff, but I don't laugh at that much stuff.
Because he's okay, yeah.
So, like, not that I don't think what I hear is funny from other comics.
But you're not just gonna laugh.
I'm not
laugh.
Ha ha, just rolling over. No, because a lot of people can like watch, like anybody go up and they just laugh at anything.
Yeah, because it's also that environment too. I think.
Well, that's
that
true.
Live environment, but that was a whole problem I had with one of my classes was the one teacher. I won't say any names, but it was a female, Miss Kim. Well, yeah, Miss Kim. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, the way she would try to teach the class was she would get you involved in the way of being part of the class, part of being a kid almost, which is insulting.
I see what you're saying.
So she would be like, okay, my babies. So she had the Asian accent, but she would talk like straight hood. You know what I mean? Okay, my baby. So let's say in sociology, right? And my impersonation is pretty spot on, right? And I'm not being rude or racist or anything, but this is how she was.
Not at all.
And people fucking loved it. She's like, okay, and think about it. So how do if someone trying to get you in the fucking ass? What you're gonna be doing is, and so she would relate sociology and just talking like, and okay, motherfuckers, and if you got a limp dick, I don't care, like just shit like that. So the whole time, I'm just sitting there, like I don't think this is funny.
No.
To me,
because you know she's trying too hard. Like
it's insulting too to me because it's like you think this is what I need to learn.
Yeah.
Fucking teach me. I'm gonna fucking learn it. Like, so I understand the type of environment. I'm in a college where mostly people are younger than me. I understand that, especially if there's high school kids. But I feel this is the way you gotta do it. That's fucking. I hate it. You know what I mean? So there's times where the whole class is laughing, like, "Oh, Miss Kim, you funny." Not saying that, but that's what they're doing.
I mean, I guess if she did it like once,
all the time, dude.
Yeah, if she did it once to like kind of break the ice or something, or like let a new student know, like, hey, I'm approachable.
I'm hip.
No, I'm approachable even.
Yeah.
But like that whole hip, like you can trust me, I'm cool, I'm on your level. Like
I didn't like it.
I don't like.
So
that.
You gotta imagine there's about less than 30 kids, or students, and as she's walking around talking, doing her thing, being jive, and exactly. You gotta imagine there's just Chase just sitting there, and if you're on camera, I'm not like looking at her like you fucking bitch, like dark out. I'm just like just sitting there, I'm taking my notes. I always did the homework and everything. So one time, did I ever talk about the podcast, the conversation I had with her? No.
I don't know.
So so we're taking a test, right? And so I get done, I push my test away, and I grab my phone, so she knows I'm not cheating, And what should we call it? She goes, Chase, we're in the military. I was like, no, and I put my head back down. I didn't like look up, like, I was like, no. And then she's like, okay, right? That's all. That was happening. So class ended. She's like, all right. How she ends the class with, get out of my face. Get out of my face. That's how she would dismiss. Yeah, exactly. And so she's like, oh, Chase, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I walk up to her, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, everything's fine. I was like, yeah, everything's fine. She's like, cause you just kind of sit in class, and you're just sitting there like all stoic, and you're not involved, or those are Italian. That you just blah 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 and this and that. I'm just like, no, I'm just sitting there. And then she's like, well, when I asked you if you're in the military, you just said no. And I was like, well, I wasn't.
Yeah.
She's like, were you in any other branch? No.
Yeah.
Like, if I was, I would say, oh, no, I was, because she asked me if I was in the Marines. I was like, no, She's like, and then at this point, it's awkward, because now she starts, like, looking, like, not making eye contact with me, because she's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, then, and I just walked away. So for the rest of the quarter, it was always, everyone's laughing and everything, and you just see me just, and at the very end of the day, the end of the semester, she gave a little speech about, hopefully you learned this and that, and she did a thing which I felt it was totally aimed at me, and I kind of laughed like inside. But she was saying that there's a lot of people who there's haters of her, a lot of people who don't like her teaching way, and haters are jealous, and she said that a lot of the people weren't getting involved, that were just sitting there,
weren't engaged.
Oh, dude, it was totally aimed at me. And the funny thing is, I have her again for next semester for Film and Society. Oh, man. So it's going to be another fucking 3 months of just like, fuck.
That sucks.
But that was fucking
That is what it is. I don't like that though.
No, it was very uncomfortable, and I just didn't like how she even gave us a thing where it was like a little anonymous piece of paper, and like, what did you like out of the class? What didn't you like out of the class? I always put group projects. I hate group projects.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I hate them because I always had to do all the work.
Why?
People don't do their fucking work, you know what I mean? And I want a fucking good grade,
Yeah.
So one of the questions was like, what's something that you wish I would do, blah, blah, and I said, less cursing. So I don't know if she knows it's me or not, but whatever. It's
recognize your handwriting.
Right? Because I have pretty, it's me fucking writing about it, though.
She probably saved that paper. She probably still has it.
Yeah, so she probably thinks I hate her. It's like, I don't hate her. I also like her.
You haven't said anything, so like she shouldn't like.
I even said when all that I was like, I'm doing my work, right? She's like, oh yes. And I was just like,
Leave me
alone.
Leave me alone.
And like I was talking to our friend Heather, you know, and like who's gone to a more renowned university, and it's just like I just want to be in a room with other people. The teacher doesn't know my name. Yeah. Just leave me alone.
Sure, yeah.
You know, especially in these like gen ed classes, upper division, like society class. I just want to do the fucking work. Yeah. When it comes to audio, I'm fucking engaged. It's my thing. But it's just. I don't know, it's fucking funny.
I mean, if you're going to be engaged, you're going to do it in something you want to be engaged in. And if you're not engaging in it, then leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly. Do your work. I'm not going to sit there like... And she was talking about how the bare minimum is just like showing up and doing your work. I'm like, get out of my face. It's like wearing the
pieces of flair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's only 15 pieces.
So you're saying you want me to wear more?
And then I bet you anything too was my papers I've written were probably one of the most well written out of that whole group of people.
Now you're just getting cocky.
I know. I had a couple classes. I had a teacher who's like, this is well written. Yeah. Looks like you know what you're doing. Thank you. And I think one time I still have it. It was a pleasure reading your work at my last paper.
They pleasured themselves reading your work.
Exactly. She was pretty hot too, an old lady.
It's a nice compliment.
Yeah. So So I don't know where this came off to, but cursing Asian woman. But something I wanted to kind of talk about because I heard it somewhere else was you always hear bucket list. We're young still. We're 27, right?
I'm super old.
That's what we feel is one thing. Yeah. But, so I wanted us to kind of, not a whole list, because we're just kind of more of a free-flowing session we're having here.
Yeah.
But, like, what are some of the things that you would like to do as a bucket list, but not some bullshit like go to France, or like drive a Ferrari. None of that shit. Like some, like if you, I can give you an example.
2 chicks. No,
2 chicks at the same time. Really? Yeah. What does he say?
You don't need a whole bunch of money for that. He's like, I suppose if I had that kind of money, I could hook something like that up. Like,
I think that's one of my favorite roles that guy's done. Yeah. Like, because the Office Space people.
Napoleon
is he Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, he had the American pants on.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that is him. Yeah. Oh, shit. Very good. Okay, very good. So, like, for example, something I want to do is I want to be in Great Britain on the 4th of July.
That shit's funny.
Yeah. To me, I think that's funny. Yeah. To them, that may be like, fucking Americans. But also, I can't be myself. I'll probably get my ass kicked, especially if I'm in a wrong area of Britain, like some Cockney fools, football, hooligans.
So you're saying just being there, or you want to celebrate that?
Oh, I want to celebrate.
Yeah.
I want to go like.
I want to be as obnoxious
I want
as
to
you
go
can.
ham. In fucking Great Britain, and like, as an American, and just like be with some brothers.
Brothers even.
I was thinking just like friends, but probably brothers, yeah, because I think they're intimidating.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think that's funny. I like to mark that off my list. Like I celebrated the 4th of July in Great Britain because we won. We won.
Yeah, we did something there.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's an example.
So like it's not really outrageous, but
like that's some shit. Like I want to build a house. Like no, fuck that, dude. You can do that. Like
take a selfie with a shark.
Like in a Shark Tank or thingy, or like
bloop. Actually, I'll change it up a bit. I want to do the thing where you grab the fin and you ride that guy.
Oh, how about this? How about you like make him like dumb by flipping him, and then you take the picture. You know that?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? When you flip a shark upside down and like you touch them somewhere, they're like, I can't do anything. Like that would be fucking dope.
I guess I could do it with a dolphin too, but a shark just sounds badass.
A shark's cool. The dolphin's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
whatever.
Yeah, it's a dolphin. Yeah. They're cute.
They'll bottlenose your face.
You look really good in the picture.
Yeah.
But a shark would be fun.
Because I remember watching The Deep Blue Sea. I love that movie.
Good one.
It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie. It's fun.
But I remember Cool J.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know what's up.
Cool James. He's in there. But anyway, I remember.
Ladies love Cool James.
Yes. Some my Serena does. She loves him.
Does she really?
She loves him. Yeah. She loves that brother.
That's a weird one to like.
She likes his luscious lips.
That's a weird one.
I don't know if she still does.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I just remember a scene in the beginning where like they're in the tank with like big sharks and they're like kind of like going with them like underwater. They show the camera, the guy's like on the side of it, like just riding this guy.
That'd be pretty fucking dope.
That looks badass.
That'd be pretty fucking
dope. It looks like they're just gliding through.
And I don't think you can really teach sharks, right? They're just dumb.
They're too
killing,
dumb. Yeah,
right?
they're just like one-minded like food.
Like Matt Nemo when the Finding Nemo when the blood comes, or just The eyes like go super cool looking. There's like time to kill. But yeah, that's a cool one. So one of here like this is something I really want to do, and I think it's like a hard bucket list because I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna start writing letters saying like I'm gonna get really fucked up and be like, I have foot cancer. My one dream.
Oh, it's like foundations.
To be like, I want to pet, hug, face to face with a bear. Because if you don't know me, my favorite animal is a bear. I just love bears. Fuck Shark Week.
It's a dumb
I want animal. Bear weeks. You know what I mean? Animal. No, that's not. They're really cool.
They're really dumb.
They're not dumb. No, I'll defend them. But like, I want to do that. I think that'd be cool. Because like you always see on fucking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, articles are just like, hey, it's being a bear. And it's just like, fuck you. Like,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
I just want that, like, because they're so fucking shaggy and
just
big.
Hang out in Big Bear.
Fuck, right? Well, they're nowhere there anymore. You gotta go so far up in the mountains to find them. But I want to do that. I want to
just break into a zoo.
Fuck, dude, right? I just want to pet, hug, touch something, and then proof.
Does it have to be alive?
Yeah.
I can hook that up with
dude, when I see the dead ones, they're so weird looking. When you see the dead, they just look like fake things, you know.
Well, the scariest thing is a shaved bear. They literally look like werewolves.
They look pretty monstrous,
pretty intense.
A grizzly Kodiak, I would like.
Yeah.
A black bear would be my second choice.
I think polar for me.
Polar would be cool too.
Those are like top of the top.
Yeah, they're fucking pretty badass, but like just a big old Kodiak grizzly. You know what I mean? That because like you see those guys who are like, oh, this is my best friend. Like they trained them and everything. You know what I mean? Like you see the one who like my head.
Well, I mean, you see the same thing with lions. Like some people like they find a way to like pet the lion a certain way to tame it enough to get a good hug on it.
Yeah, but a fucking bear would be so, especially like when they're so big and they hug you too. And she's like, oh shit.
And you're like, I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm dying. You're cute. You could kill me. I think that'd be something I would like to do. It would just like, because I like the animals. And I would just like the ability to be like, yes, I fucking touched.
I guess that's not any crazier than what I said. So.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. What you got?
I think that's all I really
like I did some funny ones too.
Sure, let's hear it.
Do a pull up.
Oh right.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do a pull up.
I can get you to do a pull up within a week.
Like I feel like I have a good upper body. My midsection's like questionable.
Yeah.
I have good legs, so I think I can power through my legs to my arms.
That's not really how it works.
Do pull up.
I mean, you can use momentum.
No, I think I can use momentum to like push up from my calves, like without the ground. Just like use momentum from I have strong calves, and I can like use that and like maybe like drain
harness your energy
from the calves up to my arms, basically.
I don't think that's how it works, but we could try.
It's on my list.
We could try.
It's on my list.
That could be fun. I want to do more than I think 5. Yeah,
more than 5. Yeah. Oh, that's something I want to do. Cause you've seen those videos, like I don't know how to put this, but like a Vine or a
compilation videos.
Compilation video. I'm trying to think of viral videos where it's like an obvious black groups, black people, and like they do some and it's just like, oh, and they're fucking going crazy, right? I want that environment.
Yeah.
But I want to break someone's ankles on the basketball court.
Oh yeah.
I want that moment where I fucking had them bite hard, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god!" just fucking crazy. And
I've loved that.
There's always the guy like going in front of the camera, like, "Oh!" he goes back, Like I want that. And then like the guy who did it, he's always just like,
"Yep,
yeah." I want that.
I've actually had the pleasure to live that dream.
You gotta do that.
Yeah. I've done it a few times. I've done it in football and basketball, and it was it is what it is. It's
cool.
It's what you believe it would be. It is.
As that person who's just like, "Yep." Because I've seen some videos where they fucking they broke it. So I think I can do it.
Yeah.
I just gotta practice.
Oh yeah.
I just gotta practice.
I mean, you know what? I mean, it can happen literally any day to any person. Yeah. Like it's just.
I did it to my cousin, not my cousin, but my nephew.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like 10 now.
he was 5 at the time. He's 10
but
now.
It felt good though. Still. Yeah. But I want to do it to someone like my age, with a bunch of black people around me.
Yeah.
And then it'd be cool.
Blacks are great for that.
Yeah.
Those black people.
I love them. I do love them.
Shout out to all you.
If you, all
you people.
I'm friendly. Like there's a couple. I want to like drink expensive ass bourbon. Expensive ass bourbon. Like I want some of that top end shit that's been aged for like 30 years, and it's just like
I don't think I'd be able to tell a difference.
Me neither.
Just knowing though.
But just knowing like, oh, dude, I had a fucking blah 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 brand. They're like, oh.
But okay, so it seems like there's a theme here. Is do you want it to have the accolades of being able to tell somebody about it, or just knowing?
Both.
Oh, okay. Huh?
Because if I tell you, you'll be like, okay, you're probably lying.
Yeah,
that's expensive.
It's a 2,000-year-old bottle. They found it.
Obviously, all these things, I need proof.
Okay.
If I tell you I broke some ankles, you'd be like, okay, sure. Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
But if I saw the video, okay, yes. And there's a picture of me with a bottle, and like, you know, like, hey, yeah, you did it. But I just like I think that's something that's like not cool. Like, hey, drinking is cool, but it's like I think that's cool. And it says like I have a fucking expensive, like even if it was like
drinking's really cool.
Like wine, like have like some of that. You always hear like this is from 17 blah blah, you know, sure. just to try it, you know what I mean? Because I imagine it'd be really fucking dry.
Yeah.
And that's because that's a lot of times when it comes to old stuff.
I don't really know what that means. Dry. I'll be totally honest.
Like you've had wine before, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming liquid is wet. So
okay, so
when I hear people say, "Oh, it's dry," I immediately think they're douchebags.
Fuck yeah. But you know, like when like you have wine, it's like super sweet. And it's like, oh, it's really sweet or bitter.
Yeah.
But like, there's times where like we've had wine, especially like red wine, where it's just like it's just dry tasting.
It's like sandpaper.
Yeah, it's fucking like sandpaper. But I don't know. That's what I'm.
Right, so okay, speaking of that, like, I think one would be cool, like along the wine thing. It would be like being at a restaurant with like a group of friends.
Yeah.
Kind of swanky, but not like super swanky.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, okay, does anyone want anything to drink? And you just bust out like all this wine knowledge, and everyone's just like, and you just do it like in such a like nonchalant way,
not a dick way,
where it's not like,
douchey.
oh, you're trying to be a douche or you're trying to prove like, but you just do it real subtle, and everyone's like,
oh,
damn.
do you have the Elibacor 1864?
Yeah.
No. What about this? And just like, oh, even that guy's gonna be like,
well, let me check on that.
I saw you were Mexican. Didn't think you knew.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
You know, obviously you know your shit.
Yeah,
Cool. That'd be kind of cool to kind of like name that knowledge. You know what I mean? Because I feel like with craft beer, it's a douchey thing to be like, oh, dude, the fucking ball is. You know what I mean? So
That's true, though.
I never like to talk craft beer in public, or you know, if anything, at home with like maybe like you and me and like you know Mike or talking beers, but like never in public. I would never do it, you know, with someone I never know because it's like, that's a danger.
It can be off-putting.
Off-putting, and just like you come off so douchey. It's like I like that stuff because I like tasting something new. Like,
it's just cool. There's not a real easy way to say that kind of stuff without sounding like.
Because the moment people are like, hey, you like craft beer? No. I'll most of the time I'll say no because you know me, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I don't like it. Just
shut it down.
You have a whole bunch though. No.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like it. So
that one.
Yeah, that one. So let me see. Meet one of my celebrity male crushes.
That sounds like a regular bucket list.
But I don't think I'll ever get a chance to. I don't think I ever will be down in Hollywood or.
Why not?
I don't know. I just like.
You live in California.
I know, but I just don't go hunting for it. You know what I mean?
I don't think you can.
I want it nonchalant.
I mean, you could be really creepy and go hunting.
Exactly, but I want to be a nonchalant where it's just like.
I met Dennis Rodman.
That's right. Yeah.
Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted the opportunity to be like, Chase, over there's Will Smith.
No, of course.
And be like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what are you gonna say? Like.
Excuse me, Prince.
Oh, Prince.
Probably not. No, I would probably say, excuse me, sir. Obviously, if he wasn't eating dinner and some shit like that, I'm like, excuse me,
what
sir.
if that was your own? You knew that was the only shot.
No, I wouldn't.
Right,
I'd just be like, I got to see Will Smith in person. I wouldn't do that now, but exactly.
Smell his hair real quick.
Just walk by.
Yeah.
But no, I would just be like,
That's good.
If he wasn't eating or something like that, no, totally not. Especially if it was his family, no, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, it's kind of hard though because, I mean, usually if you're gonna see someone, it's when they're doing something that they're out doing. You know? So
if he was like
gonna be interrupting them either way.
A store or Starbucks or something like that. And I know people who live in Hollywood, there's a rule, like, you keep your cool, you don't do anything, but I ain't from Hollywood, And I'd just be like, excuse me, sir, I'm a huge fan. It'd be awesome. I would curse in front of him, actually. It'd be really cool if I can get a picture with you. Can I see your penis?
Oh, sorry.
But that one, or like, I had a couple other people in my mind that I wanted. Tom Cruise is too out there for me. He's too famous. He's too big. But
let me touch your face.
Like Dan Harmon, Dan Harmon and
awesome.
Dan Harmon and Jeff. I can't think of his fucking name. I always forget his
Jeff
name.
Goldblum?
No, but the guy who always does his podcast with Jeff Davis. Like, I know it's so easy. All I do is have to go to a podcast.
Yeah, to a recording.
But it's just like, I could do it, but it's like, that'd be something that would be cool. They'd be like, fuck, cool. I got to meet Dan Harmon.
I got to meet my hero already.
Yeah? Who?
Joe Rogan.
You got to meet him?
Oh, yeah.
Was he cool? Or was he just like, okay, kid?
No, he's the coolest guy ever. And to thousands of people like in line, he's just like that's what I liked about it. Like he was giving the same person like every amount of attention as he did the first one. What do you mean?
I don't know.
He's the best human being on the planet.
Just talking about MMA the whole time.
He doesn't talk about MMA. No, I mean obviously it's a big part of his life.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like saying Dan Harmon's talking about comedy. Yeah, talking about funny stuff.
He doesn't really talk about what. It's like talking about whatever.
Depressing. Really, it's depressing stuff.
I talk about video games too.
Not really.
He plays a lot of video games.
Yeah, but he's not any good at them.
I don't know. He has the time. I don't know, but so that's like like you always see people who get those like, oh, guess look who I met. You know, they get the opportunity. It's like, oh fuck. Like it's not, like I'm never envious. Like I'm not jealous. Like I said, I don't go like looking for it or I don't live in the area. But it's just like there's some male crushes I have that would be like fucking cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my brother, he was at I think it's called, I forget the sushi joint in Malibu. Sushi? But there's a sushi joint in Malibu where him and his bosses went out to eat and everything where it's like thousands of dollars per a check. But they were there for dinner on celebrating after finishing a movie. And I remember like where I was, like this to me is like almost meeting, But I remember where I was. My brother's like, I just knew for some reason. I just knew. My brother was like, guess what? And I kind of just knew.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that? He's like, guess what I just saw? Then I was like, Will Smith? He's like, yeah, he's over. He's sitting like a couple tables next to me right now.
No way.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, yeah, he's like in an intimate like setting with Jada, his wife. I was like, fuck, dude, that's fucking cool. That's cool. But I just knew right off the bat. All he said was like, dude, guess what?
Yeah, you knew.
I just kind of knew because like when people say like, hey, guess what? It's either like Will Smith related, 49 related, or something that like
something they know you.
They know like I want to talk to Chase about something I know you like. But I was like, that's fucking cool.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so I was like, that's what I would like to almost too. Like I would appreciate just like there he is.
What about like doing like a one-on-one in like football with someone on the Niners team?
Like that'd be fucking cool too. Like I mean, obviously like the easy is like Kaepernick, but like
catching a pass by Kaepernick.
Dude, like my thing, I wanted to do it, but like my thing would be catching a pass by Steve Young.
Or just get cancer or something. You'll get that.
I know, that's what I think. I think at one point I'm gonna be like, the shit's not happening in my life. I'm writing some letters.
Make this happen,
But like catching a pass by Steve Young would be like the ultimate boy fan dream of, because like that's who I grew up with.
What if you only get one throw and you dropped it?
I'll just walk away.
Yeah. Would you even pick the ball up? No.
I just be like, I'm so sorry, I just start crying.
You just break down.
This is not what I think that like. What about you? Like, who would you want to like catch a pass from? It could be anyone. It could be the Phil.
No, from anyone.
That's alive.
Probably Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
He's just. I mean,
he's like a manly man.
He's got his issues, sure, but I like him because he has those issues.
Well, that football dude doesn't have his issues. You know what I mean?
But I just remember growing up, he was my man. Like he was the shit. He was my dude. Like I had his little football you could buy. Yeah. It was like a little tiny football. I said Brett Favre on NFL.
Dude, and my grandparents love my mom's side of the family is all Green Bay fans, and like they have a dog named Brett, and then like they have Brett Favre's jersey signed. They have all this stuff, and because I'm gonna say we because I don't know the fucking dude, never met him. Yeah. But my mom's side of the family, my mom's second cousin or some bullshit, he was the second string quarterback to Brett Favre. He has a ring by sitting the bench.
Oh, that's so cool.
I don't know, but
it's cool for him.
Yeah, cool for him. But yeah, he always got injured in preseason. But I guess the cousin, I think his name was Kyle. He played at SC Trojan. He was a Trojan. I can think of the college name right now. USC?
Yeah.
Okay, he was a Trojan, but Brett Favre would be cool.
Well, I don't know, just because like that was my childhood.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really like the Green Bay Packers, but I loved watching him play.
He was like I said, Steve Young would be fucking cool because
growing up I wasn't allowed to be a Green Bay Packer fan because I'm Mexican.
The Green Bay like the white, isn't like I know Matt's like Italian, but I guess that passes out Caucasian still.
Yeah.
But like everyone who's mostly white people,
either like Denver or Green Bay
or white. Yeah, I've noticed that. It's fucking funny, but Yeah, so got a lot done, and we had this one big weekend. My birthday coming up.
Birthday.
I kind of claim October as mine.
You're one of those.
I am very narcissistic.
Okay.
It's mine. Who else does that? This is mine.
A lot of women do that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I also like shoes, like shoe shopping.
Yeah. I don't follow you for that.
Yeah, but so we got a wedding coming up too that we're going to.
Yes, sir.
Gonna party down that. You got your outfit yet?
I do
maybe
not.
I'm not saying. Maybe I'm weird for saying outfit.
Not.
No. I got a fresh suit.
I need to get a fresh suit.
3-piece. I don't know if you want to because you're gonna be like hanging out with me, and I'm gonna be looking dapper. So you're gonna be trying to be looking.
I'll be looking like trash. Yeah. Like not trying to impress anybody.
Because you're already married.
I'm already married.
So Danielle got her dress yesterday and everything, so we'll be matching sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized like...
Well, my girl's... I'm going to be alone most of the time anyway because my girl's in the wedding.
So we'll be partying it up.
So I'll be... we just high-fived on camera and on podcast. Anyway.
We'll be hanging out. Cause,
I'll probably be getting drunk.
Yeah. Because I don't know much people that...
I know...
Her other friends.
I know her sister.
I know her sister. Parents. But they're also in the wedding party.
Yeah. So.
You know what I mean? And like I think Jordan's going. I think we know him.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably... I don't know. It depends on the setting, like how comfortable I'll be. Like...
we need to get a little... Not drunk, because you don't be drunk at a wedding. But we need to get buzzed somewhat early.
Yeah. Like a
because it's like...
Yeah.
Like, because we'll be at the hotel by 3, and I'm probably going to, like, bring a bottle of Kettle with me to, like, unwind. Yeah. And then Uber over there. You know what I mean? Yeah. That'd be fun. Then, going to a 49er game Sunday.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome.
It'll be fun. It's my second one of the new stadium. It's my lady's new first time.
First time?
And this is my third. We were having a rough season. I already knew it before the season started.
I don't know. You're kind of saying that they had a chance.
Well, like I was thinking, like they still have a chance. Anything is possible.
No, they don't.
No, anything is possible. We're only one. You guys are 1 and 2 too, right?
Yeah, I know.
Anything's possible in the NFL.
We don't have a chance either.
I think we do, but we have a chance of not being what everyone's saying. So anyway, well,
sure.
Here's my thing. Every game we've ever been to, Warriors, Giants, we've won. We've always won. She's a lucky charm.
It's all this we stuff.
Because she was with me.
No, I'm saying like we won.
Yeah. I'm a part of that team.
No, you're not.
I'm a part of that team.
I'm not part of the Chargers, but
I tweeted to the 49ers, and my questions were answered on the media's podcast.
So you're part of the team?
I'm a part of the team.
Okay, fair enough.
So we have won.
Sure.
So here's my thing too. Kaepernick is undefeated.
You're the key.
I'm the key.
You're part of the key.
There's maybe her.
She's the other part of the key.
Yeah. She's the jagged parts that unlocks it. I'm the handle.
Tumblers,
yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're undefeated by, we've always beaten Green Bay, postseason or not postseason. Throw in Danielle. I think we have a chance of winning.
Slaughter?
No.
High score, low scoring game.
Ooh, I want to say low scoring game.
Just field goals.
I want to say like maybe a touchdown or two ends, but I want to say it ends by a field goal, either range of 3 points, But we know what we've seen lately.
Yeah.
That could not happen at all. It could be 50-2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited, but we're gonna go
Either
early.
Way, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, because you've never been in the environment alone.
Yeah,
because we've been to basketball, we've been to Giants games, and the camaraderie is there to baseball. Basketball, no, there's no real camaraderie in baseball because we always go to away games for basketball.
Yeah.
We go to the fucking Clippers area.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So we've sat around Warrior fans, but
it's just not the same.
It's not the same. But when you go to a football game, especially at home,
yeah.
I love the whole fuck yeah, high-fiving and everything.
They get a first down,
it's so fucking fun, and I think she's gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna go early because you spend a lot of money for this, but we're gonna go early to the point where we can see them warm up, and maybe we can not sneak down, but get down real close to the field and
really immerse yourselves, get the whole experience.
Yeah, because she's never been. It's it's a 1:00 game, so I want her to really
Do you know where you're sitting? If it's gonna be your son's gonna be right in your face.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna wear your hat for sure.
Oh yeah, I always wear my hat. Because how the stadium is
SPF 1000.
Yeah, half of it. Well, actually, that day it might rain. Then I was looking at it. It might be a drizzle of a game. I was looking at. Yeah, that'd be fucking. Because when I went last year against the Chiefs, it was hot.
Very hot.
It was hot, and we were sitting towards like the kind of a corner of it, like about the middle of the end zone.
Yeah.
And the whole game we got no shade.
That sucks.
Like if on camera, let me see this. There's like I don't want to do it. Fuck it. But like we were on this side, the end side, right? And then this side is the broadcast tower, right? Mm-hmm. All of this got shade because of the tower throughout the day, but we never got shade, so it got pretty hot. But where we are, we're in the middle in like the 300 some shit. We're up there.
Okay.
No shade, probably. We might get shade, I guess, from that.
At one point, you probably have shade.
We probably will shade, but from what I was looking at the weather, it might even rain.
That's awesome. That'd be really cool.
Because
I've always wanted to go to a game where
rain or snow.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah. Me too. Because
just be in it with them, like
slobber knocking.
You're suffering.
It's a we thing.
No, I mean like we as like the crowd, like we're all in this.
Yeah, we're like raining and everything. That'd be fucking dope. Because I hope it's like raining because it's fun, you know. Yeah. And especially, I always want to be one of the people like it's hard to be on camera, but like. When we're in that plastic poncho.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is hell for me too, guys. I'm feeling it, you know. But it should be fun, a lot of fun, and
that'd be cool.
It's gonna be a fun weekend. Then school starts back up, and then the new jizob.
Oh yeah,
be good stuff. But so
we'll probably see you sometime next week.
I think Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday because my grandmother does sewing.
Oh yeah.
And your lady needs her dress fixed.
That sounds really interesting. We should talk about that next time.
Yeah. So as always, you can find us on iTunes, on Stitcher. Stitcher is for all you Android, non-iPhone users.
What's wrong with you?
You can also just go to the website and download it if you don't want to buy that. It's like I don't know how to do it. www.bigfanpod.com. It's right there on episodes. This is episode 30, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, fucking cool. So
and Gmail. Questions,
Gmail, bigfanpod@gmail.com. Critiques, rate, review on iTunes. That
Please
helps.